Hi Pisces, welcome to your Harsh Truth reading for February 13th through February 27th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. You already know that probably. Okay, oh sorry, these three gems. The Hermit, Three of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. So someone's soul searching and having to be patient and wait for that new beginning that they want, possibly. All right, there's waiting involved. Perhaps they're thinking about the best way to go about pursuing that new passionate idea or thing that they want. All right, Pisces. Pisces. The world, okay, an ending, a new beginning, a life in review, as it were, on the precipice. Okay, so just by this card alone, it's like it makes sense why that, oh God, what was it? Whatever it was, those cards. Oh shucks, what was it? I can't remember what the first one was, but I know it was the Three of Wands and then the Ace of, oh, it's the Hermit, Three Wands, and the Ace of Wands. That would kind of sum up this, just those four. It's like, okay, there's been this ending that you're kind of processing right now or looking over. You're pretty complete with it, and now you're just thinking about how to go about starting your new venture or passionate pursuit or pursuing that someone, since this is a love reading, right? All right, so we've got the Two of Swords, the Devil, look like I said she-devil, okay, I was gonna say. Seven of Coins, Four of Coins, Empress, Two of Cups. All right. Okay. So, wait a minute. Two twos here. We got 2, 3. Okay. Hang on. Two twos. What is, I think two twos is agreement or accord. I think it's balance. Yeah. So two twos is accord. Yes. Okay. So a theme for this reading might be that there's been some kind of agreement or understanding reached somewhere along the way. What's this Two of Swords about? This is about not making a decision, no movement forward, not talking, shutting down, no contact. Why? Because you don't want to deal with unhealthy, toxic situations anymore. Wow, you see why there's an ending, Pisces. You don't want that unhealthy shenanigans stuff. Could have been involved with a Capricorn, but this most likely there's just both of you or you. I feel like this is solitary. If you are dating, it might just be superficial, but this is dealing with a pretty important relationship that has ended and you're still kind of reviewing it, or it's still kind of lingering for you. There's still some soul searching going on because we had that Hermit before, and that's what this feels like. So we've got like things being at an impasse. Perhaps you're just tired of looking at it, but you're reviewing it. You just don't want to think about it anymore, and you certainly don't want to have to make any decisions or actions towards it. And there's been that ending because you're just tired of things being unhealthy. You're tired of feeling like it was just this oppressive relationship or situation or interaction. It was just toxic. It wasn't healthy. And you're hoping that part of this flipped. So this was a committed connection, if a marriage most likely, or living together for years, or for some period of time. There's just it's like, this is like the Hangman to me. There's like no involvement here. There's no contact, there's no talking, there's no movement forward, no resolution, just nothing. Just nothing, just blocked. Everything's just blocked. Strategically indecisive. Nobody's making the first move to talk. It's this Two of Swords about. Trying to, in an effort to control, and I don't feel like this is the bad way, like the bully. I feel like this is, and it could have been, for some of you, it could have been like, okay, I'm not dealing with this controlling marriage or partnership anymore. For others, it's about trying to rebuild and reorganize your life, find balance, move forward. Maybe you're talking to someone about how to do that, but I think this is a stalemate after, and maybe there might even have been marriage counseling here, but this is a stalemate, and someone's not willing to be part of, it probably is control, though. I mean, if we look at it, I feel like this is someone trying to rebuild their life also simultaneously, as well as acknowledging that this was a relationship that was very unhealthy due to the amount of control somebody had in the relationship. Or at least it felt that way. It felt like somebody was just like this to somebody else, Okay. Note to self, don't do that again. What's this 7 of coins about? Yeah, Seven of coins. Reviewing. This is that, to me, it's that hermit energy again. Are you thinking of returning? What's this 7 of coins about? Because what do we have here? We have this soulmate connection. What, Pisces, what the hell? Watching and waiting, thinking things over. Okay, so we're not in, well, there might have been this ending, right? There's an ending, but you're still thinking about it. You're still considering. Maybe you're wanting, instead of having this unhealthy situation where it was oppressive and controlling, you want order and security, which sometimes can be mistaken for control. You know what I mean? Like sometimes the lines can get blurred when it comes to that. So instead of this unhealthy control, this toxicity, you want a healthy give and take and reciprocity and things in harmony. And that's why there's been a stalemate, because perhaps in reviewing, you're trying to weigh the odds and figure out, should I make contact? Should I talk to them again? Should I go back? Watching and waiting. Are you keeping tabs on them through friends or social media? That it could be one of those. Maybe you're thinking, no, I shouldn't talk to him yet because, you know, her or him yet because I'm still kind of testy, still a bit salty. This was a major ending though. So probably some time has gone on. No less significant though, because look at this. We've got this, you know, 4 of Wands and the devil here. So what's this 7 of coins about again? You are staunchly, okay, so we could be talking, well, we could be talking about a male or female, but well, who are we going to be talking about? A dog? We could be talking about somebody that is solitary right now and not dating because they are in review of this situation and they haven't really, this is also somebody that's kind of sitting, I don't want to say above everybody else, but they've kind of removed themselves. This is, you know, they're kind of rebuilding or kind of control, order, and things being assured is more important now to you than a committed, connected partnership, especially while you're in review, which is kind of honorable because sometimes people, while they're still working things out, go and get entangled again, and then it's just like a bigger, you know, rat's nest. And so good for you for trying to do things the honorable way or the right way. Not that there's a wrong way. Well, yes, there is a wrong way, isn't there? Okay. So yeah, this is you thinking about what makes the most sense. What's the price of reinvesting in this relationship? Is it going to be profitable? Is it going to work out? Are we just going to be back here again? All right. So then we come to, let's see. Okay. Can you see all this? What's this 4 of coins about? Well, yeah, there's control, but is it security and protection? What's this 4 of coins about? Oh, wow. Okay. Honestly, though, Pisces, have you noticed that I was going to say that Cancer hasn't shown up yet, but then we've got, you know, but this isn't really Cancer. But God, for months I was like, you know, you two are so intricately intertwined, and yet we don't have it. So, you know, not for nothing. Anyway, this could be Aries, by the way. Okay, so 4 of coins with the Magician and the 3 of Swords. Some of you might be trying to figure out how to move through and work through this heartache or this heartbreak, move past it, create a new, trying to rebuild. Again, this could be rebuilding afterwards. This is about somebody in self-protective mode. So I don't think you're still in this sort of reviewing stage because you're not ready. This is this is someone being in self-protective mode and trying to figure out things on their own, trying to make things happen on their own after a heartache or because of a heartache, trying to work through it and move past it and just kind of being closed off to everybody else because of that. So I think what you're wanting is this independence and this alone time to really kind of rebuild, to think both of these, the Emperor and the Magician could be about rebuilding. So, and you don't really want to do that with anybody else. Yeah, this is right here. This would represent the ideal relationship. You don't want that right now. You want to figure things out on your own, free of any kind of toxic influence or control or oppression or just like that heaviness. You really want to think about it and do things on your own terms. You don't want to feel this way again. And yeah, I feel like you still do. We got the 2 of Swords here. You knew it was coming, and then the 3 of Swords, and it happens. So I think this is you finally being at peace or accustomed to the fact that, yeah, it happened. It's over. and it doesn't hurt as bad as it used to. Now I'm going to start reviewing and figuring things out on my own terms. And then we have a soulmate connection. All right, what's that about? What's this Two of Cups about for Pisces? What's this Two of Cups about for Pisces? Things working out. Beware the ego. A lot of times this is for the ego, though. This is because we're just trying to make ourselves feel better. Just saying. I don't mean to be like a, the downer, but just saying. Due diligence. Okay. All right. Honestly, this feels like we got the Two of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Swords. And I feel like this is saying that with this person, you feel like you're home. Okay? However, the way the cards would read, it would be that with this soulmate connection, things are working out, or things are going to work out, but there either needs to be more time, or take more time to think about if you really want to be with this, if you really want to work it out with this person. Okay? So we got this soulmate connection here that's going to work out. And I really feel like this is someone feeling like they're coming back home. I really feel like it's almost like now we can rest. We've come full circle. I know this is only a 4, but we've come full circle. We've gone 2, 3, 4. And now that we have resolved things, or we're going to work things out, I feel like I can finally rest. I feel like I'm home. I feel safe. All right. I'm going with it. Now watch. We're going to get the damn devil and the wolf when I pull it. Okay. All right. Pisces. Okay, not for nothing. Just I'm gonna bang on that pregnancy drum again. We've got the Empress, and we've got giving care or caring for others. All right. Kids aside, pregnancy aside, what this is saying, okay, with this time apart and in review and you rebuilding and you doing your own thing and coming to your own conclusions, this at some level, I think you cared for this person deeply, and I think you took care of them, not in an unhealthy way. I mean, for some of you, it might have been a little codependent. Fine. It is what it is. Point being, at some point, there has to be the trust and the letting go that the person's going to make the right decision and that they're going to be better for your involvement. I also think that there might be some attachment to the fact of knowing that nobody knows how to care for me like this other person, or I want to take care of this person. You're a nurturer, Pisces. So you're kind of, you're very, you do well. Relationship suits you. The give and take suits you. So, I mean, who doesn't, right? But for this here, right here, I feel like it's a couple of things. Primarily that you feel really suited to this person, that you each know how to take care of each other, that you like doing that for that person because it's a really, has the potential to be a great give and take. But also there's that perspective that over time, it's about slowly releasing and letting go and realizing that things are going to work out over time, or that someone is ultimately going to make the right decision with or without your guidance. So this time apart, this is saying, I know it's random because we've got a mom and a baby here, but this is saying that the time apart is serving its purpose and allowing someone the room to make the decisions that they think are best without somebody else's influence and oversight and management, and you know what I mean? So yeah, because there was drama. This could be that codependent relationship. I mean, this could be codependency right here. Someone's really super nurturing and then it becomes toxic and oppressive, right? So, all right. Maybe that's why there was a breakup, because somebody was just on somebody all the time, and you were like, just let me make my own decisions. Let me figure out what I want. You can't do that life for me. Let me do what I want to do when I want to do it. Stop it. Because we have the King of Pentacles right here, which would be about somebody staunchly wanting to be by themselves and in control of their own domain. Like someone not wanting to partner. That's what this is right here, control. So it's looking like maybe there was some oppressive, toxic, just oppressive. Someone was basically really controlling to their partner, or there was a codependent issue here as well. And it has to be about somebody letting go and learning not to try and control the other person. Pisces. Don't get sassy. Pisces. Stop it. Pisces. Action. Okay. So this, we got the Two of Swords here and we got the Page of Swords here. Both are inactive positions. They're about watching and waiting or just not doing anything. Inaction is even action. I think this might be saying that after, well, to be honest, I feel like this is saying it's time to take action. Oh, no, you don't. Sorry. My little guy's wanting to come up here. Hey, cat. No, stop it. This is saying it's time to take action. That it's safe to do so. Could also be if you are waiting for the other person to take action, you have to let go and trust that they're going to do what's best for them, which ultimately, if you're involved with them, is going to be best for you too, because let's be honest, you don't want somebody to be with you if they don't want to be with you. So trying to manage their decisions or trying to help them along and kind of go, you know, I just want to remind you that I still care or whatever. You know, if the other person's doing that, if you're doing that, that's not helping the situation. Whoever this is going to take action in their own time. When they feel the time is right and they want it to be free from any kind of prompting or oversight from somebody else. So it looks like this reconciliation is going to happen or forward movement is going to happen. But right now there's this waiting period that needs to happen, because any reconciliation that is prompted or is pushed or is asked for without the other person coming forward first, you're just going to fall back into your own unhealthy patterns of codependency and toxicity and control and all that. So somebody needs to wait for somebody else to make the first move. And I know that's nebulous, because how's it going to happen if it doesn't? But I feel like, Pisces, this is saying for you to wait for somebody else to make the first move. Even though I said before, it's like, okay, it's okay to take action. I don't think so. In light of all this right here, scratch that. I think this is about, if any action is going to be taken, let's put it this way, because if nobody makes the first move, how's it going to happen? If any action is to be taken, it is to be without the other person's involvement or prompting, okay? So if you, after your review, feel like, all right, I want to talk to this person now, without any contact, go for it. Take that action. Vice versa, if the other person out of the blue contacts you, it's because you didn't prompt them at all. Because if you do, if somebody prompts somebody else, not reaches out, that's different. Somebody's getting after somebody, I just want to remind you, and then you sit back and wait. So you send out this bow like, hi, I just want to remind you I still care and I'm waiting. And then you pull back and wait. That's kind of like going, hurry up, you're taking too long, I need you to come back to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, no. This is more about somebody out of the blue going, you know, I've thought about things and I'd like to talk with you. That's what this is. So that's what you're going to wait for. That's what the other person's going to wait for. So it could happen with either of you, but it's got to be unprompted. Okay? All right. Because otherwise we have this codependency here. Okay. All right. Shutting up, finally. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you luck with this. I feel like it's going to work out whether you want it to. Somebody, if it's not you, you're going to hear from them. Someone's getting in contact with somebody else. So while you're sitting here thinking, they're thinking about you too. And it's just, honestly, it's just a matter of time. But I do think that what needs to be looked at is, we've got a couple of cards here about oppression and control. And again, somebody being under somebody's spell. Maybe this is somebody pulling, I know I'm starting the reading again, sorry, but this is somebody being under somebody's control and spell, and it was just so much that broke their heart, and they're just like, I just want to be by myself because you were so controlling. But alas, there's still that soulmate committed connection feeling there. There's still that love there. So time is needed to sort all this out, the dynamics, and then somebody's going to make the first move. Just has to be unbidden by the other person. Has to be on someone's own accord. Oh, well, that's where the 2 twos came from, isn't it? Agreement. Huh. Okay. All right. Okay, Pisces, I thank you for stopping by. Again, take 2, right? I hope to see you in the next reading. Take care. I hope it works out. Yay.